Think back to the last time you were at a party. It's all going well and people seem nice, but then someone corners you. And imagine this, they can't stop talking about themselves, specifically how great they are. Soon enough, you might start to feel your foot tapping away impatiently, because naturally, it's no fun to listen to someone go on about how wonderful they are with no proof to back it, or no space to challenge or question it. Granted, they might be the loveliest, but you've just met. How could you possibly know, agree, or disagree? The way you'd market your product and engage buyers is no different from this scenario. Because here's the thing, if your marketing focuses only on features, this is exactly how you sound to your customers. Think about it. Who wants to read through countless landing pages full of, look at all our product's awards, our product is twice as fast as our closest competitors, our product can do backflips. Now, bear with me for a sec, and let's focus on what these statements have in common. They're not about the customer at all. Maybe you figured out where we're going with this. We're looking at one of product marketing's biggest debates, and one you might have guessed from our earlier example. Should we lead with benefits or features? Well, it all comes down to what customers care about. So stick with us for a bit while we unpack the difference between advantages, features, and benefits, how to sell your benefits, and 5 ways to turn any feature into a benefit. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll understand how to create clearer messaging that doesn't leave customers confused, impatient, and looking for better options. A feature is all about the product, while benefits are all about the customer. Given what we shared earlier, you might conclude that leading with benefits is best. And that's because, though the difference might seem subtle, using benefits instead of features in your marketing strategy makes a huge difference to how likable your brand is. Why? Listing out features won't cut it. This can overwhelm and exhaust customers because it's about what your product is, not what it does. So by leading with benefits, for example, you place users at the center of the action. That is, you get them thinking about how your product saves them pain or makes their dreams come true. Let me share a pretty simple example. Think of a regular old raincoat. It may seem unexciting if you read through a list of what it is. Waterproof, insulated, has pockets. A lot of things could have that, right? But if you focus on what all these features actually offer, the narrative changes. Suddenly it's kind of cool that this coat has insulated pockets because it means you can keep personal belongings dry and safe. But really it comes down to this. Though both provide useful information, one tells the more convincing story. Before we continue, let's talk about advantages for a moment. We've seen that benefits create emotional appeal, while features are purely descriptive and lack persuasion. Advantages, however, are benefits with a competitive edge. They highlight what your product offers that others don't. Advantages might reference features, like our architecture makes us 170% faster than competitors, but they're strongest when framed around customer impact. Get your work done 170% faster than with other tools. The difference? One just states a fact, the other makes it matter to the user. Now, let's explore how to sell your benefits instead of your features. I'd like you to think about this question real quick. How do you get a person to like you? Well, the answer? You get them to talk about themselves. A simple way to make sure your target audience pays attention to your brand or product is by making them feel like they're at the center of it all. If you want to craft great benefits, you need to be able to speak to your customers' pain points, their hopes and dreams. In order to do that, you need to intimately understand them. So our tip? Flip the script. Here's how. Try this 3-word trick. Struggling to connect features to benefits? Use this simple phrase. So you can. It forces you to explain what the feature actually does for the customer. Example, our product is twice as fast as our competitors. Our product is twice as fast, so you never miss a deadline again. Sounds pretty good all of a sudden, huh? When you've got a feature you're struggling to link to a benefit, use so you can to help draw it out. Take it a step further, drop the feature entirely. Never miss a deadline again. Now the customer is intrigued. Oh, that'd be great, but how? What do I have to do? Leading with benefits pulls them in because the benefit is powerful enough on its own, and features alone just leave prospective customers yawning. Consider these 2 questions to sharpen your messaging. Here are 2 questions to ask yourself whenever you want to make your messaging more effective. Am I making the prospect do extra work to figure out the value? Great marketing is like a greased slide. No friction, no confusion. Hand them the answers. Don't make them guess. Am I hitting deep emotional motivators? People care about what affects them personally. If your benefit feels shallow, example, better meetings, take it further. What does that really mean for them? Remove friction by focusing more on your customer's real needs. The 5 whys method. The 5 whys is a great method for getting right to those base emotional benefits. In case you're not familiar with it, the 5 whys has you continually ask why until you get to the root cause of something. Let's quickly look at an example to see how this method can help. So to show how features, benefits, and advantages differ, let's break down Microsoft Teams messaging and make it stronger. Their site lists features like Meet, make meetings more impactful with PowerPoint Live and Microsoft Whiteboard. Call, make and receive calls in Teams with group calling and voicemail. Collaborate, keep everyone in sync with shared task lists and collaborative apps. Chat, be inclusive and connect quickly with emojis and suggested replies. Now, using the 5 whys method and the 3-word trick we learned earlier, how would the copy shift if we tried to flesh out the implied benefits? On Microsoft Teams, meetings are integrated with PowerPoint Live and Microsoft Whiteboard, so you can hold more impactful meetings. So you can save time and increase alignment. So you can work more effectively and efficiently as a team. So your impact on the business is greater. So you can achieve more with less effort. That last point is the real benefit. Less effort, more impact. See the difference? Features describe, benefits persuade, advantages differentiate. And when you keep asking why, you get to what truly matters to customers. Finally, this is the #1 trap to avoid if you want to write effective benefits. Ask yourself, who are you actually talking to? Who is the buyer? The most common trap we see marketers fall into is assuming they're always talking to a business owner. If you default to increase company revenue, you're likely missing the mark. Most employees don't wake up thinking about company profits. They care about less stress, getting more done with less effort, making more money without extra responsibility. If your buyer is an executive, sure, bottom line matters. But for most, speak to what actually makes their day easier. That's what sells. So by now, you should have a better understanding of what benefits, features, and advantages are. Remember, try not to make customers do the work to figure out why they should pick you. Ultimately, prospects will have this competitive question bouncing in their heads. Compared to what? As in, this product promises I can get more done in less time with less effort. Compared to what? If you can carefully position your advantages against the alternatives, clearly spell out the benefits, and make it effortless for customers to see the value, you'll stand out every time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've linked some guides and suggested reading in the description below, so check those out for more insights. And if you want even more resources, head over to productmarketingalliance.com. See you next time.